beat somebody and won the belt that night. But then I guess if we're picking our favorite championship, I guess it would be my other title, the IWC Tag Team Championship that I won with this guy right here.
We did win the championship
on
together.
2 separate.
I've had it with 3 different partners.
You have, because you're a championship whore.
They love putting belts on me, I guess. I don't know.
They don't love putting belts on me because I'm the guy that's good enough to put your guy over.
You need some championships.
Promoters,
Justin.
What's wrong with you?
Justin.
Fucking awesome.
You're probably going to have to help me with this one.
PWA Tag Team title, I would say. It was your first, and it was probably the most...
it was the most meaningful to me.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
What else have you had? You've had the Cruiserweight and Ultimate. You've had...
tag team titles everywhere.
Tag team titles.
IWC Tag.
We held the Texas tag titles for 30 seconds.
Yes, you did. I was. They
reversed the decision. Decision was reversed. That was the Overboys.
No, we gave them back and said, "Get your belts out of here and go back to Texas."
They were nice belts.
They were nice belts.
Corman and Sunil, the
funny story
Overboys.
about one of those belts is when we won them and then they reversed the decision. I was acting all pissed off, and I threw the belt out of the ring onto the nice wooden dance floor. And Samir, one of the Overboys, is like slow crack,
because they weren't
all like looking at it like, "Did you fuck my belt up?"
They weren't replica belts; they were the real molded metal championship belts, and he's just all tossing it. It's $700. No,
I thought this thing costed like $10,000.
Whatever.
If it's real gold.
Hey, here's an interesting one. I bought a $700 championship belt online that I never got. I just heard that the guy died, and I'm happy about it. So fuck you,
dead guy,
dead dude.
Come back to life and give him some money.
Hopefully, what I heard is true, and he's really dead. All right.
Not he's dead to us.
You're gonna die anytime soon.
Yes, let's hope Patanaka
Let's not get into the Patanaka, please.
He's a crackhead. All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm a big fan myself.
Oh, what a ass kisser! He robbed you!
I love the Orient Express!
He could have walked in, slapped you in the face, took your wallet, and just taken money out and walked out.
I'd have been like, that's okay, you had great matches with the Rockers.
You bumped so fast when people shoulder tag.
I love the little spinning around, cross-chop, headbutt thing. Okay.
I prefer Masato for my Tanaka.
Oh, yeah. He's
more Tanaka for your dollar.
Roaring elbow.
I prefer the Indian guy with the red hair.
Tatanka?
That was Tatanka.
No, that's Native American, not Indian.
Yeah. Shut up.
Whatever.
Next topic.
Well, no, I didn't do my championship.
I don't care.
You've never held a belt.
Next
topic.
I was the PWA heavyweight title holder.
Oh, yeah, so that's your favorite.
Oh, that's right, you were a transitional champion. Talk about
it.
Hey. I'm just kidding. You deserved it.
I beat Cornbread and joined the Black Sheep, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Still a black sheep.
So was that your most prestigious title?
I think so.
I have to agree with you on that, because PWA was good stuff.
PWA was the bomb diggity.
I agree.
All right, so what's next?
Why are you looking at me? You wrote the list.
Well, you came up with the last one, didn't you?
Came up with like last 3 because I'm a genius.
Well, there you go. That's why I'm looking at you.
He is Lanny Poffo.
How about scariest in-ring moment?
Oh.
Scariest in-ring? Well,
There's been a few good ones I can think of right off the top of my head for both of these guys.
I wasn't in the ring when it happened, but it was during a match, and it was a big old 90 guys, all kind of nonsense going on, chaos. And this Arab tag team
we already covered
called the Jihad Warriors, yeah. For some reason I'm not even going to get into because it'll take too long.
One of them grabbed your cock.
Yeah. They apparently started shooting on me, and 2 minutes into that, one of them started grabbing my penis, and that's when I knew that these guys meant business or they wanted my dick in their mouth.
It was the Arabian penis claw.
Yeah, so I stood up and just walked out pissed off.
That's what I would have done. Well, but watch the Cruze shoot interview if you want more in-depth analysis onto the penis grabbing incident.
The sad thing is that those guys had such a good look, such a good gimmick.
Huge, man.
They were rough in the ring, but they did their spots, and when they stayed with their spots that they could do, they were awesome. But just
felt the need to grab the penis, I guess.
Instead of saying, "Hey, I got a problem with you. Let's talk about something before I beat your ass," I'm gonna try to jerk you off during a match. I don't know what that was about, but that's one of the scariest moments for me.
How about for you, flying elbow, busting your skull open on Dan Delicious's head?
That was my first scary moment. That was scary as balls for me because me and Dan Delicious had been, he's a real nice guy, and we've been, talkative and buddies and stuff in the locker room, and I was real green, and he didn't have to be nice to me, but he was. And he would always say, I like stuff a little stiff and stuff like that, but when you jump as far as I did, because the gimmick was I was trying to set him up across the ring and go for distance.
To impress everybody with the distance
right.
of the...
And it was an impressive distance, I might say.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't get all of the jump. But I'm up in the air, pumping for my elbow, and I'm noticing that I'm not in the right spot. I was a little short, so I reached my elbow out, and when I landed, it jerked my head down, smacked right into Dan Delicious, cut me open. I didn't know it, but I was the only one that needed medical attention afterward, and I didn't even know anything was wrong with me. And he was not silly. I felt
he was
so
out
bad.
on his feet, didn't know what the fuck was going on.
He's brain dead. I am so pissed.
And he had to do the finish with Maze, which is like a complicated. It's like a head scissor twisty deal that ends in like a famouser like rocker dropper. And he pulled it off halfway.
I don't know how he did.
He was all staggering around like he didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Watching the video, it's like watching the Owen Hart Austin match when Owen realized he messed Austin up, and he just kind of paces around for a second like, oh fuck. That's what I was doing. I'm like,
didn't you go over there and tag immediately?
I went over to Maze and I tagged, and I'm like, kill some time because he's fucking loopy right now. he might not know where he is. So rest hold him or do something, wait till he gets his brain back, or have him go over and tag if he can, so his partner can come in and try to work around it. But I felt so horrible.
And if Dan Delicious watches any of these, we need to do a fucking Dan Delicious.
Yes,
shoot.
we do. Oh god, that would be money.
That would be very entertaining.
You probably see parts of his anatomy in the video.
Ooh. You have to put a black box over his cock and balls.
How about yours, Jerry? Scariest?
Scariest. I really covered him in my shoot, but Chris Cody tombstone pile driving me for a finish, where he just stingered me and crushed my head into the canvas.
Speaking of Owen Hart and Austin.
Yeah. There was a guy named Vince who wrestled as Max Payne because he looked just like Max Payne, the Man Mountain Rock, that guy. And he was about 7 feet tall, I think. And he gave me... We were schmozzing in some big thing for one of Crazy Joe's shows at Gorham's, which was a flea market or some such nonsense. It was an outdoor show. We were on the floor schmozzing. He's like, hey, you'll take a vertical suplex on the ground? And I was green, so I was like, yeah, because you're always supposed to say yes, or you sound like a pussy.
Go with the experience,
so
guy.
He hoists me up 7 feet in the air and drops me, and I couldn't bear it. That seriously screwed up my sciatic nerve to where still, if I bump wrong sometimes, it shoots numbness or pain down my leg where I walk funny, and like for a week I couldn't walk. That was another one. Of course, the El Satanico bogey match where I jumped off with the double axe handle and blew my knee out. And
that was scary for me because I was backstage watching it, and at the very first, you were so loud and obnoxious with your I thought
that was part of the show.
Is that a gimmick? And then the more you kept screaming, I'm like, oh my god, Jerry's fucking hurt.
I was screaming like a bitch. And it was exactly 1 minute into the first match, so you know that okay, they're not going home 1 minute into the opening match. Something's not right. And they were in the crowd.
Me and Iceberg.
You can watch the video. They're on front row. Those are probably, I can't think of any more. Oh, there was a time in Tuscaloosa, I was wrestling Danny Rowland, and I always used to do a spot where I would go to the top rope, and I'd do a corkscrew bump, which is I'd start facing like I was going to do a moonsault, but I would twist in midair and do just a flip bump and land on my back, and the guy would roll out of the way. I started my twist, I was in midair, and it seemed like forever, and I'm looking down at Danny, and he's looking up at me like he didn't know he was supposed to move or something, and I just got this look on my face like, move! And he rolls barely in time. But I just thought it was funny because we were looking direct. It was like in Top Gun when the planes are upside down, and he's taking the picture and flipping the guy off. It was kind of like that. Sorry.
No more Top Gun references.
Next.